Welcome to the No Views News. This program was created on Monday, November 1st, at 3:26 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time, by Zeno Reader. There are 546 headlines from 106 feeds we check to build this automated report. Welcome to No Views, daily automated podcast news. The headlines in this super unknown daily news summary do not imply fact-checking or endorsement of ideas. The first headlines are from the current most popular news site, Yahoo News, with 175 million estimated monthly unique visitors. Halloween contest for best dressed dog in Brooklyn. Key rebel leader in Philippines killed, in decades-old fight. Round heads are all the rage in China, so some Chinese parents are putting their babies in pricey headgear to make their skulls more round. Biden, Trump's Iran deal exit very bad judgments. In Afghan hospital, unpaid doctors and rigid Taliban clash. Rep. Lauren Boebert's campaign gets the state she represents wrong. Pentagon rattled by Chinese military push on multiple fronts. Alarming finding, 30% of Republicans say violence may be needed to save U.S., poll shows. Marjorie Taylor Greene supports letter from a nonviolent Capitol rioter who was filmed attacking an officer and saying he punched his head 5 times. The UN says $6 billion from the world's billionaires could solve the current hunger crisis. Elon Musk says he will sell Tesla stock and donate proceeds if the UN can prove that. The next headlines are from the second most popular news website at this time, with 150 million unique monthly visitors, Google News. Houston Astros comes back to keep World Series alive after beating Atlanta Braves in Game 5, CNN. Barclays CEO quits after investigation into links with Jeffrey Epstein, CNN. COVID-19's global death toll tops 5 million inches under 2 years, Associated Press. Supreme Court hears arguments on the restrictive Texas abortion law, NBC News. COP26 climate talks off to an ominous start after weak G20 leaders meeting, CNN. The winners and losers of NFL Week 8, The Ringer. Japan election, PM Fumio Kishida declares victory for ruling LDP, BBC News. Election surprise lifts Nikkei, Fed keeps dollar bid by Reuters, investing.com. Gaming platform Roblox comes back online after 3-day outage, CNBC. New York City firefighters take medical leave amid looming vaccine sanctions, Fox News. The following headlines are from the third most popular news website, with 110 million unique monthly visitors, The Huffington Post. Senator Rick Scott won't hike corporate taxes to pay debt he hates, he says. Terry McAuliffe, Glenn Youngkin scramble to rally Virginia voters. Georgia Secretary of State didn't know Trump's order to find votes was being recorded. Melania Trump delivers withering scowl at World Series, Twitter critics pile on. World leaders make mild pledges on climate neutrality, coal financing at G20. Jen Psaki tests positive for COVID-19, grateful I am vaccinated. In second weekend, Dune bests last night in Soho, Antlers. Kalpan comes out and announces engagement to partner of 11 years. Potential jurors see racism behind Ahmaud Arbery's slaying. The next headlines are from the fourth most popular news website, with 95 million estimated unique monthly visitors, CNN. Cleanup begins after train derailment. Hospitalized gay man says he was targeted. Vehicle held for 8-year-old boy killed a year ago. Small plane crashed near golf course. Shelter worker says rescue dog rescued her. 3,000 winter coats given to those in need. Juvenile killed while on hayride. Special needs kids get trick-or-treat escort. Police helicopter hopes to discourage Halloween crime. Woman walked away from group home. The next headlines are from the fifth most popular news website at this time, with 70 million estimated unique monthly visitors, The New York Times. Barclays CEO to step down after Jeffrey Epstein inquiry. The climate conference kicked off in Glasgow. Follow updates here. The Sunday read, fear on Cape Cod as sharks hunt again. A timeline of a Kyle Rittenhouse case. NY cabbies stage hunger strike for more aid, we're not backing down. Desperate for housing options, communities turn to ballot initiatives. Why American Crime Story, impeachment won't stream until next year. Supreme Court revises its procedure for arguments. Supreme Court will hear arguments on Texas abortion law. Laugh at the SNL school board skit, take your local politics seriously. The following headlines are from the 6th most popular news website, with an estimated 65 million monthly unique visitors, Fox News. 2 men sentenced to federal prison for destroying police car in George Floyd protest. Tiger's pumpkin snatch fail tickles the internet, run pumpkin run. Glenn Youngkin, Parents Matter in Education, Virginia election will decide fate of students, schools. John Gruden considering legal options against NFL, Roger Goodell following email scandal, report. Chicago cop charged after allegedly shooting at suspected carjackers, reports. Fox bet Super 6, NFL stack the cash gets its first winners. Liz Peek, the great Biden slowdown, here's how he stifled growth, discouraged consumers in just 9 months. Handball Federation changes rule after Bikini Row, report. Biden appears to use prepared list of reporters again following G20 summit in Rome. Florida Teacher of the Year charged with child abuse against student days after honor, report. You are hearing today's top news headlines and more. Today is Monday, November 1st. The next headlines are from the 8th most popular news website, with an estimated 53 million monthly unique visitors, Mail Online, the Daily Mail. Eco-mob plot COP26 chaos as 10,000 police form ring of steel. Molly May Hague, Tommy Fury and Michelle Keegan lead the stars dressing up for Halloween. Hannah Betts is better, not younger, why now's the time to get an FGF. Hollywood celebrates Halloween with Olivia Wilde dressing as Dolly Parton. Alec and Hilaria Baldwin pose with their 6 kids for Halloween photos amid shooting chaos. Mayhem at Houston, passengers forced to sleep in station overnight as engineers fixed lines. Learner drivers are waiting up to 6 months for test after COVID lockdowns create backlog. Boris kicks off COP26 summit warning leaders it is a minute to midnight. Terrifying footage from inside Salisbury train crash. Meghan Markle laughs as she enjoys a glass of wine in unseen throwback photo with Rick Hoffman. The following headlines are from the 9th most popular news website, with an estimated 47 million monthly unique visitors, The Washington Post. This is the Washington Post World News Feed. COP26 live updates. World leaders arrive in Glasgow for high-stakes climate summit. Meet the key players of the COP26 climate summit. Cambodia, starting to reopen, begins vaccinating 5-year-olds. Egypt, 47 tourists suffer food poisoning at Red Sea resort. TikTok owner ByteDance shortens China work hours, discouraging notorious 996 feet routine. France's Macron accuses Australia's Prime Minister of lying about submarine deal. I don't think, I know. The bird of the year is a bat, winner of New Zealand vote ruffles feathers. Mapping the worldwide spread of the coronavirus. The Taliban is trying to win over Afghanistan's Shiites with a 33-year-old Hazara emissary, but many question the group's sincerity. The next headlines are from the 10th most popular news website, which has an estimated 42 million monthly unique visitors, The Guardian. This is The Guardian's U.S. news feed. Shanghai Century, Shanghai Spirit, in pictures. Nuno sacked by Tottenham after only 17 matches as manager. Emotional infidelity, the devastating, destructive love affairs that involve no sex at all. U.S. Supreme Court to hear oral arguments over Texas abortion law. Tigrayan forces claim control of 2 cities en road to Ethiopia's capital. Coronavirus live news, global COVID death toll hits 5 meters, US, Brazil, India, Mexico and UK account for over half of deaths. So many have gone, storms and drought drive Guatemalans to the US border. Japan election, right-wing populists sweep vote in Osaka. Why accounts of Philadelphia train passengers not intervening in a rape spread. Sunbathers of Beirut, the photographs celebrating everyday life in the Middle East. The following headlines are from the 12th most popular news website, with an estimated 36 million monthly unique visitors, ABC News. Ballot question asks Minneapolis voters to consider replacing police department. Shanghai Disneyland tests 33K, closes 2 days over 1 contact. COVID-19 live updates, global death toll tops 5 million. 8 Hong Kong activists on trial over ban Tiananmen vigil. Man with knife stabs at least 17 on Tokyo train, starts fire. Southwest investigates pilot who used Brandon phrase. Train crash in England described as major incident. 2 dead, over 12 shot at backyard Halloween party, police. 9 Brazil firefighters dead after cave collapse during training exercise. American Airlines cancels hundreds of weekend flights. The next headlines are from the 13th most popular news website, with an estimated 35 million monthly unique visitors, the BBC News. Barclays boss Jes Staley steps down over Epstein inquiry. UK could take legal action against France over fishing row, says Liz Truss. Japanese man injures 17 in knife attack on Tokyo train. Japan election, PM Fumio Kishida declares victory for ruling LDP. COVID, emotional reunions as Australia's border reopens. Thailand reopens to vaccinated tourists from over 60 nations. New Zealand bat flies away with Bird of the Year award. COP26, the issues that stand in the way of progress. How film school reject Kader Ahmed is winning prizes and hearts. Real-life succession battle plagues Canada's largest telecoms firm. The following headlines are from the 14th most popular news website, with an estimated 34 million monthly unique visitors, USA Today. Daylight saving time is not helpful and has no upsides, experts say. Here's why. Kyle Rittenhouse trial starts Monday in Kenosha, Wisconsin. Here's what to know about the case. Global death toll surpasses 5 million. White House Press Secretary Jen Psaki tests positive. COVID-19 updates. Hell of a victory, Satanists convince Pennsylvania school district to change anti-satanic dress code. Philadelphia to become first major U.S. city to ban minor traffic stops to promote equity, curb negative interactions with police. Woman drowns, 13 people rescued after migrants tried to swim around the Mexico border barrier. America's public servants are being terrorized with death threats, the emotional toll is lasting. Kyle Rittenhouse will argue self-defense, experts say proving the argument to a jury isn't easy. Maryland man faces 20 years in prison for scheme involving fake Moderna COVID-19 website. Want to protect your teeth against cavities this Halloween? Here's how. The next headlines are from the 15th most popular news website, with an estimated 35.5 million monthly unique visitors, the LA Times. Op-ed, by all means, make redistricting in Los Angeles truly independent. Halloween party in Long Beach ends with 6 injured by hit-and-run driver, police say. American Airlines cancels 28 flights out of lakhs and 1,800 nationwide. After private school teacher arrested, California parents in the dark, where is the truth? Fortune teller bilked $50,000 from woman to get rid of parasites and a curse, police say. Sheriff warns vaccine mandate causing mass exodus among personnel. Inside Los Angeles Police Department crime briefing, homicides, weekdays and the compounding violence. USC's Greek experience under fire even as fraternities gain in popularity post-pandemic. Hasanali Laratna, co-founder of the only Sri Lankan newspaper in the US, dies at 73. Column: This priest died of COVID-19. His congregants got vaccinated in his honor. We hope you are enjoying this news podcast. Today is Monday, November 1st, 2021. You just heard from the top 15 most popular news websites in the world. More, from other news sources, is up next. Next, Reddit World News. Reddit is a user collective which claims over 430 million active users per month, and these are the top voted stories today. NBA player Enes Kanter leads rally against dire forced labor. COP26, Arnold Schwarzenegger says leaders who claim combating climate change hurts the economy are stupid or liars. The actor has reduced his meat consumption, become a champion of clean air and backs renewable energy. International Handball Federation reverses decision to force women's beach handball players to wear bikini bottoms. Elon Musk says he'll sell Tesla stock if UN official can prove how $6 billion from world's richest man will solve world hunger. BAT wins New Zealand Bird of the Year competition. Toronto charity helps airlift group of LGBTQ people out of Afghanistan. Johns Hopkins, world COVID-19 death toll nears 5 million, The Chosen Elbow, English edition. AUKUS, French president says Australian PM lied over submarine deal. Israel moves ahead with thousands of settler homes despite U.S. opposition. Saudi deposits $3 BLN in Egypt central bank. The latest, Macron says Australia's Morrison lied to him. Biden disappointed by Xi, Putin absences at G20 as leaders promise effort to limit global temperature rises, but fail to offer firm commitments. US B-1B bomber flies over Mideast amid Iran tensions. UK steelmakers left behind as US ends trade war. Suicidal, architect of Paris Agreement Christina Figueres blasts Australia's net zero target. The next headlines are from Forbes. COVID has now killed 5 million people worldwide. 6 countries account for most of those deaths. Primary care physicians, like MLB pitchers, cannot get relief. As Sergio Aguero suffers chest pains, Iker Casillas invests to improve heart treatment in soccer. Lionel Messi, I would like to return to FC Barcelona and nobody asked me to play for free. IEA, 5 ways for finance to accelerate the net zero clean energy transition. Atlanta Braves trying not to choke away World Series title. P1 Harmony's performance with Major League Soccer proves K-pop and sports create smart collaborations. Life goes on for Chappelle, Netflix, as 2 more trans women killed. As the tequila category continues to grow, Pachuca heats up. 1 year later, the clock is already ticking on Steve Cohen and the New York Mets. The next headlines are from Nature.com. The vaccine shots that rang around the world. How climate coverage can drive change. Scientists say Australian plan to cull up to 10,000 wild horses doesn't go far enough. The World Population Update. Currently, we are increasing by over 220,000 people a day, expecting to reach 8 billion in 2023. At the time this report was generated, the population was estimated to be 7,741,709,689 humans. Worldometers.info says there are 195 countries at this time and, of those, the top 10 with the largest populations are, in order, China, India, the United States, Indonesia, Pakistan, Brazil, Nigeria, Bangladesh, Russia, and then Mexico. The next headlines are from Variety. Barbara Sleep cover to follow G Hlava Lines with a film about dreams and ecological catastrophes exclusive. Italo Disco was about more than boogie nights, documentarian Alessandro Milathini says. IEFTA chief advocates back to basics approach for independent film distribution. Bernice Bejo to star in Lone Surefake's The Movie Teller, Embankment launches sales exclusive. Oscars race, Turkey chooses Semih Kaplanoglu's commitment Hassan. Nippon TV Netflix licensing deal covers 30 titles. Playground review, school days are very much not the best days in a rattling debut. Hidden case of you in Forbes book, about Scottish trans pioneer, to be adapted by Synchronicity Films exclusive. Harry Styles covers Britney Spears' toxic wearing a clown costume at Halloween Night 2. High ground and Nitram lead Australia's AACTA Awards nominations. The following headlines are from NPR, National Public Radio. The COVID-19 pandemic has now killed 5 million people around the world. Daylight saving time ends soon. Here are 4 things you should know. Most Americans trust elections are fair, but sharp divides exist, a new poll finds. Novel Texas abortion case is back at the Supreme Court. Republicans want more eyes on election workers. Experts worry about their intent. Syphilis is resurging in the U.S., a sign of public health funding crisis. Man dressed as the Joker injures 17 people on Tokyo train. The FDA is probing whether the Moderna vaccine can cause a rare side effect in teens. Biden says he worries that cutting oil production too fast will hurt working people. The video game platform Roblox says it's back online after outage. The following headlines are from the week. American elites have gotten tellingly quiet about Afghanistan. World surpasses 5 million COVID-19 deaths as the U.S. settles into a new normal. 6 book recommendations from Yrsa Daily Ward. Celebrity endorsers don't sell merch anymore, they sell morals. John Oliver wants to redirect your alarmist misperceptions about America's homelessness problem. Japan's ruling party retains parliamentary majority in the new prime minister's first election. 2021 World Series, Astros rally to beat Braves in Game 5. U.S. military jury slams Central Intelligence Agency torture of Guantanamo detainee as a stain on the moral fiber of America. Washington Post, investigation details red flags federal law enforcement overlooked before January 6. At least 1 migrant drowned, 13 pulled from water trying to swim around border fence. The next headlines are from Universe Today. Blue Origin announces the Orbital Reef, the space station they plan to build in orbit. These are the news headlines for today, Monday, November 1st. This podcast is produced only in English at this time. As of 2020, the Ethnologue reference lists 7,117 different human languages, with English being the 3rd most common, after Mandarin Chinese and Spanish. The following headlines are from earthsky.org. Visible planets, and more, in November 2021. The next news is from Politico. Biden says Russia, China didn't show up on climate change commitments. G20 backs stronger climate action, but won't end coal use. Déjà vu as Brexit overshadows Britain's moment on world stage. China's Xi to address COP26 climate talks in writing only. COVID-19's global death toll tops 5M. Poll shows Herschel Walker far ahead in Georgia Senate primary. A real lag, Dems fret over black votes in Virginia. COVID's campaign trail vanishing act. Opinion Virginia buries an enduring political myth. GOP relishes political upsides as Dems toil for unity. The next headlines are from the Sydney Morning Herald in Australia. Australian News Live, Scott Morrison arrives in Glasgow for COP26 Climate Summit. Victoria records 1,471 new local COVID-19 cases, 4 deaths. NSW records 135 new cases, 4 deaths. Grandparents may be larger than they appeared on the phone. Sydney Yum Cha restaurant Marigold to close in December. Santos approved $220 Moomba carbon storage after federal approval of handout. Attorney General considering law reform after deliberate, malicious harassment of solicitor. J-Mac on a mission to guide mighty Mayor crowning glory. Gladys Berejiklian defiant to the end. More school psychologists, better GP training will improve mental health system, report. DeGore enlists powerful New York law firm, as teammates reach out. Under for the punting, trackside or in the pub, Milburnians up for the cup. The next headlines are from MarketWatch. The big move, I own a rental home in California, how can I leave it to my daughter so she can avoid capital gains taxes? Paid leave is out, universal pre-K is in, what women, especially women of color, have at stake in the pandemic recovery. Kelley Blue Book, the new 2023 Chevrolet Corvette Z06 turns up the dial with a Ferrari-style engine. NerdWallet, don't wait much longer to spend your travel rewards. NerdWallet, the toy shortage, a crisis or a teachable moment? Next Avenue, fire drill, Jenks, do you have what it takes to retire? Dow Jones Newswires, Ryanair narrows losses it weighs LSE delisting. Dow Jones Newswires, Barclays CEO Jess Staley quits after investigation into Jeffrey Epstein links. The fast foodist, Arby's new sandwich goes toe-to-toe with the cult classic, McDonald's McRib. Dow Jones Newswires, China's cakes in manufacturing gauge rebounds in October. Next, the top stories about patents and inventions. Recent patent applications in beverages enriched with plant proteins. NPJ Science of Food, Nature.com. Analysis, key patent trends and priority shifts in AI inventions, Bloomberg Law. 5 best patent attorneys in St. Louis, M.O., Kev's best. ORNL's top 10 tech transfer successes topic of FORNL Talk, Oak Ridge Today. N.S. Capani's autobiography explores his remarkable life, The Tribune. The next headlines are from Quartz. Global deals on climate, taxes, and trade. Family problems are the most common reason for deaths by suicide in India. COP26 heads to Glasgow even as the UK struggles with energy. NRA flop, missing COVID stats, Gambia's climate win. The following headlines are from Tech Dirt. Funniest most insightful comments of the week at Tech Dirt. We are now about 1/3 of the way through this daily news headlines podcast, a free service. Here, next, are the top trending keywords in Google web searches for today, a different window on world events. Harry Styles. Chipotle. Ole Miss football. Seahawks. Taysom Hill. Patriots vs. Chargers. Broncos. Saints. Colts. Mike White. The next headlines are from RT, the first Russian news station in English. UK warns France it has 48 hours to withdraw threats and resolve fishing row or face legal action over unreasonable behavior. Human-driven climate change causing temperature rises that hit Russia 2.5x harder than planet as a whole, Putin warns G20 summit. Spur of the moment, Tottenham sack Nuno after just 4 months in charge with ex-Chelsea boss Conte tipped as possible replacement. No vax talk from Novak, Djokovic shuts down COVID vaccine questions as uncertainty lingers over Australian Open status. Barclays boss resigns over links to billionaire sex offender Jeffrey Epstein after Financial Conduct Authority investigation. European gas price rises on reports of flow reversal via key Russian pipeline from Germany to Poland. US and South Korea start unannounced aerial war games as tensions rise following Pyongyang's ballistic missile tests. Tearful airport reunions as Australia reopens borders to the vaccinated for first time after almost 600 days of COVID restrictions. Oil prices drop as China releases fuel reserves to beef up domestic supply. Southwest launches internal probe into Let's Go Brandon pilot, as Twitter firing squad demands public flogging. The next headlines are from Zero Hedge. Meet the little-known mystery billionaire that secretly amassed $7 billion worth of Tesla stock. China will not be able to offset its property bubble easily. Very green, Biden's gas-guzzling 85-car motorcade raises climate-crazed eyebrows in Vatican visit. Taby, the Let's Go, Brandon, freakout goes next level. Amsterdam real housing prices highest in 400 years, an analysis of a bubble. No coke for Cuba and North Korea. Is climate alarmism an establishment attempt to restore social control? C.J. Hopkins, New Normal, Winter is Coming. US-trained Afghan spies and special forces are joining ISIS for protection against Taliban. Helloeconomics. The following headlines are from Al Jazeera, Middle East News. UK gives France 48-hour warning over fishing row. Mexican journalist dies 2 days after being shot. Shortages in China's Christmas town mean higher prices. Schools in Indian capital reopen for all classes after 19 months. U.S. military jurors decry Guantanamo detainee torture. South Africans vote in local polls in key test for ruling ANC. China property sector woes could spell trouble for global cities. Saved by coal, far from COP26, another reality in India. Climate emergency, the most extreme weather events of 2021. Mexico City comes alive for Day of Dead parade. The next headlines are from Breitbart. Elon Musk warns Austin, Texas, to avoid becoming a San Francisco copycat. Christmas tree shortages loom for several states ahead of holiday season. NIT reporter asks for raising gas prices on middle class to cut fossil fuel consumption. Fashion notes, Melania Trump wears her favorite Burberry trench, fresh manicure for World Series. Joe Biden, Pope Francis is everything I learned about Catholicism. Joe Biden blames Russia and Saudi Arabia for not producing enough oil after restricting U.S. production. Ibram X. Kendi, horrifying his daughter said she wants to be a boy. White House Press Secretary Jen Psaki tests positive for coronavirus. WAPO, CRT a phony issue to enrage Americans, GOP a party of thugs. Republicans go to war against Joe Biden's $450K payout to border crossers, civilizational homicide. The following headlines are from goodnewsnetwork.org. The many health benefits of eating mushrooms that are wild, and picking them doesn't deplete supply. Poll ranks goal-getters' top 40 everyday goals, including being more positive about life and cutting screen time. Heroic dog gets award for saving over 100 koalas from Australia's bushfires. Substantially more monarch butterflies have arrived in California to overwinter, bringing hope for species. You're tuned to No Views, daily automated podcast news. This is a report for Monday, November 1st. Thank you for listening. The next headlines are from Reddit Offbeat News. Elon Musk agrees to sell Tesla stock only if the UN proves his wealth could help solve world hunger. Fire breaks out at Christchurch wastewater plant. 10 warning signs of mold toxicity everyone should know. 6 cancer symptoms women shouldn't ignore. Marie Antoinette's adultery unmasked by modern science. There could be snakes, planes mothballed by COVID prepare to fly again. North Korea gives props to Squid Game for critiquing South Korea's beastly realities of capitalism. Provo sex offender open door nude, invited trick-or-treaters inside, police say. Here's the difference between a cemetery and a graveyard. Patient semen had COVID-19 coronavirus plus low sperm count, 11 weeks after infection. The next headlines are from a site called The Next Web. How to bootstrap and scale your SaaS startup the right way. Could open banking pose new security threats to your financial data? We asked an expert. AI is now learning to evolve like earthly lifeforms. This solar generator system can keep the lights on when everyone else goes dark, and it's over 25% off. How to use Python to figure out why your friends have more friends than you. The following headlines are from Science Daily. Towards Straintronics, guiding exodons in 2D materials. Is it worth trying to sway the most staunch climate deniers? New study shows environmental and social factors contribute to higher rates of pneumonia in children. Dopamine's many roles, explained. How foodborne diseases protect the gut's nervous system. This is a reading of news headlines. This broadcast was created on Monday, November 1st from over 100 sources, to give you a bigger picture of the news. The next headlines are from the Salt Lake Tribune. Utah Jazz hold off Milwaukee's fourth quarter rally, beat the Bucks 107-95. Unified Fire captain dies from complications of COVID-19. Number 25 Bayou beats Virginia 66-49 in shootout in Provo. The triple team, Donovan Mitchell has his best game, Jordan Clarkson contributes on defense to win versus Bucks. Episode recap, Jen Shah is about to get arrested on Real Housewives of SLC. Why Utah Rep John Curtis is taking the Conservative Climate Caucus to COP26 in Glasgow. Bayou explodes, outperforms Virginia's offense to earn program 600th win. Utah Supreme Court Justice Dino Jimenez retires, plans return to private sector. Suspected drunk driver kills one person, critically injures another. Top female Latter-day Saint leaders visit refugees in northern Iraq. The next headlines are from Slashdot, Tech News for Nerds. New Chinese rule requires government approval before companies can transfer important data abroad. Microsoft CEO Satya Nadella says new norms needed as real structural changes rock workplaces. Is carbon capture here? Leaked documents reveal Facebook is targeting children as young as 6. Bitcoin White Paper's 13th anniversary celebrated with decentralized pizza, and Gilbert Gottfried. U.S. Copyright Office broadens exemptions for repairing consumer devices. NASA proposes new methodology for communicating the discovery of alien life. Richard Dawkins, Jimmy Wales, unlike Facebook, no one gets special treatment on Wikipedia. Newly discovered abstract emu malware-rooted Android devices, evaded detection. Oracle's JDK17, free again for commercial use. The next headlines are from Fox St. Louis. St. Clair County State's attorney says county could be safer from violent crime. Devastating fire doesn't stop Washington Park from holding candy giveaway. St. Charles annual Halloween event packed Main Street. 2 more charged in crash that killed Beth Alto family of 3. White House Press Secretary Psaki says she has COVID-19. Missouri boy killed while on a ride Saturday night. American Airlines cancels 1,600 weekend flights. What went wrong? Child tax credit, how to get more money if you've lost income. Maryland Heights police officers grow out beards to benefit the St. Louis Crisis Nursery. Volunteers needed to set up flags in honor of fallen Pontoon Beach police officer. These are the current headlines from the world's most interesting news websites. Thank you for listening. The next headlines are from Fox San Diego. Halloween haunted house, Miramaso family put on spooky frights, sights. It's just a serious inconvenience, American Airlines passengers stranded after hundreds of flight cancellations. Astros 4 series back to Houston with 9-5 win. 106-0 SoCal High School football score draws jeers. San Diego International Airport welcomes new Canadian airline. Rare corpse flower at San Diego Botanic Garden blooms on Halloween night. San Diego County reports 449 new COVID-19 cases, no deaths. Phone scam warning, Sheriff's Department alerts public about fraud caller. Police say drag racing was responsible for deadly Otay Mesa crash. Suspect in deadly National City shooting claims self-defense, police say. The following headlines are from Defense Blog. USS Billings completes 4th Fleet deployment. First Japanese KC-46 Pegasus aircraft arrive on home soil. U.S. Army to integrate unmanned turret on iconic Abrams tank. This is the No Views, daily automated podcast news. Today, in the GMT time zone, is Monday, November 1st, 2021. Now, more headlines. The next headlines are from KRON4 San Francisco. Financial experts say start holiday shopping now. Garoppolo leads way as 49ers beat Bears 33-22 to stop slide. American Airlines cancels 1,600 weekend flights. What went wrong? Arrest made in deadly shooting at Gilroy City Council member's home. For your health, enjoy pumpkin for more youthful skin. NFL players celebrate Halloween by showing off costumes before kickoff. Inside California politics, CA Senator Racilicio Choabo on ed reform. Inside California politics, Al-Murad Sachi on UN Climate Change Conference. Inside California politics, Rudy Salas on ed reform, congressional run. The next headlines are from the Daily Herald. No rush, caution with Doc yields Cowboys win with backup QB. With Doc down, Cooper Rush passes Cowboys past Vikings 20-16. Swing, then miss it, MLB pitchers could bat for final time. Rookie goes from watching World Series to starting Game 5. Kevin Costner helps give Des Plaines Theater a Hollywood opening. It's a special feeling, Arlington Heights native Garoppolo revels in victory over Bears. Illinois youth unemployment at staggering levels during pandemic. Mount Prospect beats state deadline for push tax on video gambling. Costumed kids bring smiles to seniors at the Vines in Elgin. Elburn residents' Rising Lights project brings opportunities to the disabled. The next alerts are from the Global Disaster Alerting and Coordination System, a cooperative effort from disaster managers worldwide. Green alert for Tropical Cyclone 1-21. Population affected by Category 1, 120 km per hour, wind speeds or higher is 0. Green earthquake alert, magnitude 6.1 m, depth 35 km, in South Georgia and the South Sandwich Islands January 11, 2021, 002 UTC, no people within 100 kilometers. Drought is ongoing in Argentina, Bolivia, Brazil, Peru, Paraguay. Drought is ongoing in Democratic Republic of Congo, Kenya, Somalia, Tanzania, Uganda. Drought is ongoing in United States. Drought is ongoing in Argentina, Chile. Drought is ongoing in Cameroon, Nigeria. Drought is ongoing in Bosnia and Herzegovina, Croatia, Italy, Serbia. Drought is ongoing in Angola, Democratic Republic of Congo. Drought is ongoing in Angola. You are hearing the No Views, daily automated podcast news. Today is Monday, November 1st in the Greenwich Mean Time zone. Headlines here were found today in news feeds from around the world, but we do focus on the USA, one of the world's current 195 countries. Now, more news. The next headlines are from Cipher Brief Security News and High-Level Analysis. A roadmap for AI in the IC. The next headlines are from ABC Houston. More really nice weather before our next front on Wednesday. Pilot under investigation for saying "Let's go Brandon" during announcement, Southwest Airlines says. At least 8 killed, 17 injured in Houston area shootings during Halloween weekend. Khloe Kardashian and 3-year-old daughter True have COVID, reality star tweets. Man and 1-year-old injured in what police call road rage shooting on Houston's north side. Gaming platform Roblox is back online after weekend outage. Astros make a comeback, defeating Braves 9-5 in Game 5 of World Series. Daughter in custody after mother killed, father shot in Southwest Houston. One injured in shooting that prompted shelter-in-place in College Station, police say. In Georgia, Coca-Cola is king, but would Braves fans prefer Texas Dr. Pepper? The following headlines are from China Post, top news about China, Taiwan and the world. The latest, COP26 delegates face big lines as leaders arrive. U.S. prisons face staff shortages as officers quit amid COVID. Biden totes up climate efforts, pushes for more at UN summit. Australia, Thailand reopen borders after lengthy lockdowns. German minister calls for vaccine centers to be reactivated. COVID-19's global death toll tops 5 million inches under 2 years. China's manufacturing slows for second straight month in October. Heating up, world leaders take center stage at climate talks. The following headlines are from The Gothamist. Judge tosses Staten Island man's conviction following NYPD drug planting allegations. Succession Power Rankings, The Disruption. NYC workers reach 91% vaccine coverage, but progress stalls for NYPD, firefighters, EMS and sanitation. We hope you are enjoying this podcast. If you have a suggestion for a new RSS feed we should add, please leave it in a comment on our YouTube page. The next headlines are from globalissues.org. After a 20-month lockdown, UN plans to return to near normal by mid-November. COP26 opens in Glasgow with calls for ambitious solutions to tackle climate emergency. Reducing methane emissions vital for climate action, but not get out of jail free card. Past 7 years set to be warmest on record, sea level at new high. The next headlines are from blacklistednews.com. Netflix as kids cartoon Stretch Armstrong features implantable microchips. UK to require doctor's permission for firearm license. A school tied a mask onto a disabled girl's face, and other insane weekly news. FDA authorizes Pfizer vaccine for children ages 5-11. The establishment is hiding mass resistance to vaccine mandates with a Striktober farce. Parents as domestic terrorists, why no one should be surprised. American Airlines has cancelled over 1,200 flights since Friday, blamed on staffing problems, high winds, Southwest 1,500 delays since Friday. NYC Mayor Bill de Blasio, human reality is workers will get vaccinated when they realize they're not getting paid. The following headlines are from Snopes, a fact-checking service. A mysterious numerological Easter egg in The Shining. Why did Michael Jordan's sneakers rake in $1.40 at auction? Did Mary Shelley keep her late husband's heart? We are now about 2/3 of the way through today's news headlines. When everything is working, this feed will auto-update 3 times per day. Join us daily to stay informed. The next headlines are from the Daily Beast. January 6th organizers are raking it in with Trump and GOP groups. Narcos, Mexico goes out with a bang, and proves it's one of TV's most underrated dramas. How Russia botched its COVID response in every possible way. This is where the first climate wars will break out. How talkative stars could be telling on hidden planets. A mysterious network of Twitter bots promote alleged NRA hack. The new challenge for Democrats, sucking up a $2 trillion cut while smiling. James Bond is the world's most famous spy and a total enigma. 10 dishes with Chef Alfredo Nogueira. Succession recap, Shiv finally sticks the knife in Kendall. The next headlines are from the New York Post. Marvin Gonzalez's slump-busting hit came at perfect time for Astros. Braves should rethink pitching strategy after Game 5 failure. Influencer tells cops he can do whatever he wants after high-speed chase. Goal line stand, Jets defense's turnaround with spark to improbable win. You're tuned to the No Views, daily automated podcast news. If you are hearing this, you found something super unknown. Congratulations. Now back to the headlines. The next headlines are from the New York Daily News. Queens GOP chairwoman fighting for her party's political survival in key NYC council race. NYC Election Day preview, here's what you need to know to make your vote count. List of NYC Election Day candidates in the top races, including mayor, public advocate and controller. Suspects arrested after 1 dead, 3 wounded in shooting at California council member's home, police. Southwest Airlines investigating pilot's alleged "Let's Go Brandon" chant over flight intercom. Several injured after train derails in England, leading to crash. White House Press Secretary Jen Psaki tests positive for COVID, last saw Biden on Tuesday. Fight is not over for Democrats' infrastructure spending plans, says Energy Secretary Granholm. U.S. seeks leadership role at climate summit, Secretary of State Blinken says. GOP plagued with cancer of dishonesty, says party maverick Adam Kinzinger. The following headlines are from military.com. U.S., European allies warn of Iran's provocative nuke steps. SpaceX delays astronaut flight due to rough wind, waves. For 112-year-old veteran's daughter, care is a labor of love. Blinken raised concerns about Taiwan with China. American B-1B bomber flies over Mideast amid Iran tensions. Biden tells Erdogan U.S. and Turkey must avoid crises. The next headlines are from the Chicago Tribune. Performances by Illinois prisoners explore domestic violence, and the public is given rare chance to see behind prison walls. Kyle Rittenhouse case, the shooting, the arrest and the fallout as his trial begins. As jury selection begins for Kyle Rittenhouse, the defense will put the men he shot on trial. 2 dead, more than a dozen injured in Halloween party shooting in Joliet. Chicago Halloween. Ned Smith, Northwestern management professor who studied how biases affect society, dies at 40. The following headlines are from FIS.org. World leaders in Glasgow for last, Best Hope Climate Summit. Nothing else here, why it's so hard for world to quit coal. Last 7 years on track to be hottest on record, UN. COP26 Climate Summit last, best hope to meet 1.5°C target. G20 disappoints on key climate target as eyes turn to Glasgow. With no sign of eruptions and ash blankets La Palma Island. 2 stargazers, fireworks show called Northern Lights coming. Thank you for listening and for staying informed. This audio was produced today, Monday, November 1st, in the GMT time zone. The next headlines are from Discover magazine. Heat and humidity are already outpacing human tolerance. The next headlines are from the Seattle Times. Tottenham fires coach Nuno after losing half of EPL matches. Ethiopia's PM defiant as rival Tigray forces make advances. Yemeni officials, Houthi missiles kill at least 10 civilians. Barclays CEO steps down over Epstein report by UK regulators. The following headlines are from mercurynews.com. Word Game, November 1st, 2021. Horoscopes November 1st, 2021, Jenny McCarthy, get rid of dead weight, and simplify your life. Bridge, November 1st, 2021. 7 smart side dishes for a healthy Thanksgiving. Ask Amy, I've cut all ties with my family, but I have news they should know. Harriet Cole, I feel betrayed that she told her friends about her fight. Miss Manners, why are these working women allowed to wear skimpy clothes? How to use portion size for balanced nutrition. Dear Abby, he said family paid off my debt. The truth made me angry. Jill on money, indexing is standing the test of time. The next headlines are from the Washington Times. Korea, Astros rally past Braves 9-5, cut the WS deficit to 3-2. FDA delays decision on Moderna vaccine for adolescents. Southwest Airlines probes pilot over Let's Go, Brandon Fraze used 2 great passengers. Inside the Beltway, the media cannot keep up with Youngkin. Jen Psaki contracts COVID-19. Bernie Sanders, Roe can move to reinsert items into Biden framework. Biden says U.S. suffering from Trump decision on Iran deal pullout. Biden says he takes great solace in his relationship with Pope Francis. Minneapolis ballot proposal to replace police departments alarms black residents. 10,000 Afghans resettle 2 months after evacuation as questions mount over vetting. The next headlines are from The Intercept. Atlanta's mental health problem, and ours. Joe Manchin may not have destroyed the world yet after all. This is No Views, daily automated podcast news. You are hearing headlines for Monday, November 1st, 2021. Now more. The next headlines are from the Chicago Sun-Times. At Chicago City Council Puzzle Factory, job number 1 is to protect own turf. Horoscope for Monday, November 1st, 2021. Astros stay alive by rallying to beat Braves in Game 5 of World Series. Dear, UAW reached tentative pact, strike continues for now. Over 12 shot, 2 fatally, at Halloween party in Joliet Township, this could have been avoided. Chicago cop facing felony charge after allegedly shooting at thieves who swiped her SUV in Evergreen Park. Through the pain of unresolved cases, parents of Chicago homicide victims rely on each other, none of us have got justice. Missing man last seen in Little Village may need medical attention, police. Former Second City actor plays non-binary doc on Grey's Anatomy. Bears notebook, Khalil Herbert returns from hit to head, but RB depth is thin. The next headlines are from the Times of India. What are meme coins and Dogecoin killers? Punjab Advocate General Apps deal resigns. What are electronic firecrackers and how do they work? Pictures of England cricketers with their glamorous wives and girlfriends. Desert disaster, Kohli's captaincy, fatigue, selection, IPL. Viral party pics of Suhana Khan with BFFs. Amazon sale, gadgets under Rs 5,000. T20 World Cup, problems mount for faltering Team India. Dietary tips to follow this festive season with diabetes. GST collection in October, second highest ever. You are hearing today's news headlines. These headlines are for Monday, November 1st, 2021. Now more. The next headlines are from the Houston Press. Things to do, upcoming food and drink events in Houston this week. Rams throttle Texans in embarrassing fashion. Back-to-back home runs lift Braves over Astros, 3-2. The next headlines are about world records making news. Army officer creates Guinness World Record cycling from Gujarat to Arunachal, The Hindu. Michigan man loses close friend during skydiving world record attempt, Detroit Free Press. Longi breaks world record for HJT solar cell efficiency twice in 1 week, PR Newswire. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson once held world record for most selfies in 3 minutes, The Blast. Dua achieves Guinness World Record for world's first 3D printed laboratory, Media Office AE. Most slices of carrots, these celebrities have set Guinness World Records, Inside Nova. American Santos lays down 2022 marker with 1,000th World Cup gold, Reuters. World Series, Astros Zach Greinke records historic pinch hit single in Game 5, CBS Sports. Levi Enright attempts to break world record for most pull-ups in 24 hours, KCRG. World record holder Billy Mitchell appears at Music City Multicon, plays to beat Pac-Man, newschannel5.com. The next headlines are from Gizmodo. Shanghai Disneyland closed for at least 2 days over single COVID-19 case. White House Press Secretary Jen Psaki tests positive for COVID-19. Tip jars may be coming to TikTok. Luigi finally gets his Lego Do It Luigi's Mansion sets. Apple's privacy policy costs Snap, Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube an estimated $9.85 billion in revenue. Europol captures 12 suspects believed to have used ransomware to attack 1,800 victims in 71 countries. October was a pretty good month for movies. Apple quietly kills 21.5-inch iMac. League of Legends, Arcane's trailer is an explosive delight. Halloween kills rings in the scary holiday with a music video. What place in the world had the hottest and coolest temperatures today? According to ElDoradoWeather.com, the hottest place on Earth in the past 24 hours was Kandy in Benin at 111.92 degrees Fahrenheit or 44.4 degrees Celsius. The coldest recorded weather temperature on Earth in the past 24 hours was University WID in Dome Fuji at 32 degrees Fahrenheit or 0 degrees Celsius. The following headlines are from Ars Technica. Searching for solutions to a crisis decades in the making. This is the world's oldest image of a ghost. The following headlines are from Raw Story. Extremely disturbing, Kansas State Rep arrested and jailed on domestic violence allegation. Exposed, the insidious cancer at the core of democracy that could take down Biden. From the QAnon shaman to an anti-vaxxer, here are some of this year's best Halloween costumes. We are at the book-banning stage of authoritarianism. Mehdi Hassan sheds light on new GOP censorship campaigns. Take the win, columnist begs Democrats to pass their agenda, and don't moan about what's missing. That freaked me out. Anderson Cooper spooked by historians claim that we're the last generation of humans. Catholic hospital cuts off health care coverage for striking nurses. MAGA social media apps are crashing and burning, and hackers are taking advantage, report. Step it up or step out, Dem lawmaker gives Merrick Garland ultimatum on prosecuting Trump officials. Lauren Boebert jokes about bringing explosive to Capitol building to destroy metal detectors. The next headlines are from Mother Jones. The Supreme Court is debating Texas abortion law. They should hear these agonizing stories. Supreme Court will consider limiting EPA's power to regulate greenhouse gases. The FBI received highly specific tips about violence set for Jan 6, but declined to act. Noisy NYC anti-vaccine protests are hiding a simple fact. A prominent anti-Trump Republican says he's leaving Congress, but not quietly. As Biden heads to crucial climate talks, allies wonder if U.S. can deliver. The next items are today's top search results for extraterrestrial life. Living Worlds opens at the California Academy of Sciences, Napa Valley Register. The following items are today's top search results for the term neuroplasticity. Blackhawk Growthsman's Biotherapeutics looks to expand microdosing clinical trials, Yahoo Eurosport UK. Microevolutionary dynamics show tropical valleys are deeper for montane birds of the Atlantic forest, Nature.com. We are nearing the end of this broadcast. This report is for Monday, November 1st, 2021 in the GMT time zone. What cities are in that time zone? Well, Reykjavik, Iceland, for one. You might wonder if our server is in Reykjavik. It could be. The following is from the UFO Chronicles. Pentagon utilized UFOs in the nukes data collected by R. Hastings. That's it for now. Thanks for enjoying today's newsfeed headlines. This, indeed, has been a No Views, daily automated podcast newscast for Monday, November 1st, 2021. Bookmark us and tune in each day to our free automated podcast to find out what's going on, around, and, sometimes, light years, beyond the Earth. Fair use statement. Newsiaid is a US-based educational not-for-profit news site. We use only parts of content, in transformative ways and without market usurpation. This means you are still going to want to read the original if you are interested in it beyond the headline and any comments we make. We provide links to original sources wherever possible. If you have any copyright concern, please contact us via our About page for immediate remedy. Contact us, Zeno at XENOMAILS 2021 by Newsiaid. All rights reserved.